are back, Riches and Righteousness. Shout out to everybody. Today we are here at Epcot. We are going to talk about the power of commitment. So stay tuned and let's get everything going, guys. Yo, we are back, guys. We have a special guest. Bailey is here.
What is up, fam?
This is Kiani's little brother. Shout out to Bailey. I love him dearly.
They're vlogging with us.
And this is Kiani here. You know, we're just vlogging everywhere. We're walking around Disney and bloggers meeting bloggers.
What's up, everybody? Privileged to be here with you guys.
And Kiani.
Hello, welcome back. Hey guys, Kiani here from Riches and Righteousness. We are at Epcot today. It is super, super hot, but we're gonna manage because we live in Florida, so we know the heat can kind of beat us. So, welcome. I have Bailey here, already talking about the food, because this is Food and Wine Festival. Woo woo! Exactly, he knows what's up. We have Anthony, my wonderful godson, and then Jonathan.
What's going
Love
on?
of my life. So yeah, we will stay tuned. We are gonna go to Canada first, so we will show you what we try in Canada.
We are here at Canada. And this is the menu, so we are about to go in. I'm so excited. How do you feel, Kiani?
I feel great. I'm ready for that wild mushroom beef filet mignon.
Nice, nice, tasty. What about you? You ready?
I want steak.
And you heard it first, guys. We want steak. Alright guys, so this is the first of the first we actually got from Earth Eats. It's a nice little burger. We're gonna try this out.
Called the Impossible Burger.
Yes, the Impossible Burger. So cheers to you guys. Epcot is beautiful. If you guys have not been here, you guys need to. So this is from Canada. It's a nice steak.
I want steak.
So let's go in, let's try this. Okay, this is Japan and we are about to try out their food. I think I'm gonna go with the teriyaki chicken bun. Let's see how it tastes.
Konnichiwa. We are now about to try the teriyaki chicken bun from Japan. We have had a lot of good hearings about it, so we're excited to try it. We will let you know how it tastes. I'll actually take a bite right in front of you. Definitely lives up to its name.
Behind me is a statue of Japan's culture. Basically, this is how Japan looks in Epcot. And right now, we're actually in the line to get that teriyaki sauce, so let's go. Hey, 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 hey. We took a break. We wanted to watch some shows. That's good because my feet were killing me. On the good news, how was the food? What do you rate? So we had Earth Eats, we had Canada, and we have Japan so far. I think Earth Eats was about a 6. Canada was about a 7.5, and Japan was an 8. What do you think?
I also think that was the same ratings I have as well. So we just watched the show at the American Garden Theaters. They had a band called Element there. They were so good. I'm here with my mom. She's a cast member here at the American Garden Theater. How do you like working here?
I love it.
You get to dance all day long. She loves it. Anyways, we made it to America. Our next country is going to be Italy.
Hey, got $1.
Now we're in Italy, so obviously we're gonna try some form of pasta. This is actually just chicken Alfredo ravioli. Looks so good. I'm so excited to try it. That's good.
We're having an amazing time. Epcot has been a blast. All of these foods, oh my God, it has been so good. So happy to be here. If anybody ever has not been to Food and Wine Festival, please attend because it is great. So I hope to see you guys here. If it's not this year, then next year. I gotta call Jesus, guys. Hey, yes sir. How you doing? All right, well, I got Bailey and Kiana here, so we're gonna make sure they're all safe. All right, love you, Pops.
What is up, guys? We're gonna be talking tonight about the word commitment, but specifically, what does it look like to commit biblically? And what I'm gonna be getting into specifically in Deuteronomy chapter 10, verses 12 through 17. Hopefully we'll put it on the screen here or here. So it says, "And now, Israel, what does the Lord your God require of you? But to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, to love him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and to keep the commandments and statutes of the Lord, which I'm commanding you today for your good. Behold, to the Lord your God belong heaven and the heaven of heavens, the earth with all that it is in it. Yet the Lord set his heart in love on your fathers and chose their offspring after them. You above all people, as you are this day, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart and be no longer stubborn. For the Lord your God is God of gods and the Lord of lords, the great, the mighty, and the awesome God, who is not partial and takes no bribe." I know, a lot we just talked about. I know, trust me, it's a lot to capture. It's a lot of words. Let's look at verse 12, and it says, "What does the Lord require of you?" And specifically, he requires us to fear him as our God, to walk in his ways, to love him, to serve him with all of our heart and all of our soul. And specifically in verse 13, keep the commandments and statutes of the Lord. Now, I think when we hear commands, we often get a little scared or afraid because it sounds almighty, it sounds terrifying, it sounds like a big commitment. But oftentimes, I think we're so afraid to commit to something because of a lack of faith in what may be on the other side we're committing to. Will it be for our good? Will it make us feel good? Will it sound good? And so if we look at verse 16, it says, "Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart and be no longer stubborn." Be no longer stubborn. So I think oftentimes we're so stubborn to commit because of a lack of faith in what we commit ourselves to. Will it be for our good? And that is so often a daily thing. I think oftentimes we think, oh, it's a one-time thing. We're saved. We're going to be good. We're going to be saved from being tested and tempted. Being tested and tempted to break our commitments. And oftentimes, to be truthful, saved does not mean safe. You're not going to be safe from being tempted. You're not going to be safe. In fact, the target on your back with the enemy is going to get bigger than when you are saved. And so going back, I think what oftentimes the goal of commitment, specifically in Deuteronomy in those verses, is commitment to Christ means keeping the commands that are above what's good for you. Committing to Christ, all he asks of us is a call of faith. That's really it. It's just a call of faith. So commitment to Christ means keeping commands that are above what's good for you and I, for what glorifies God's name. Again, that's what commitment is to Christ. It's taking what down below is for our good and allowing that to be a place of, well, I'm going to trust in God, I'm going to face because I know it's going to glorify him. So I'm going to say it again. Commitment to Christ means keeping commands that are above what's good for us, for what glorifies God. And I think that's the big thing about commitment is it's not about what we want to do. It's not about us. We're not called to comfort lives. It's not about you or me. It's about what's going to glorify the Father. And I pray that that encourages you and challenges you and you feel absolutely receptive of what God wants to speak in your heart about commitment. Boom.
So you guys heard about commitment. Commitment is a great thing to have, especially when you have to commit yourself to God. I'll give you a few stories. Sometimes in life we go through trials and tribulations and we might be in a position where things are not working out in our favor, but we have to stay committed in our walk. We have to stay committed in chasing God's heart and understanding through his will, and through us staying commitment, that's when blessings happen. We also have to understand that our bodies are a living sacrifice for Christ. And in the Bible, it talks about when you are holy, you are separated and you are used for God's exclusive use. So we have to understand it's okay when God separates us because he's actually using us and preparing us, and we have to stay committed in those times.
Hey guys, so we just talked about commitment and what commitment is and how important commitment is for all of our relationships, especially the one with God. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what a lack of commitment can do for your life, especially with all of your relationships, especially God. So the opposite of empathy is apathy, which means a lack of commitment in someone's feelings. So it's when you start to be selfish and you only care about your own feelings, whereas you don't care about anyone else's feelings. So that's apathy. Empathy is when you have that genuine care for someone else's feelings. That helps you to stay committed in your relationships. Now, when we go through trials and error, it talks about how that can test our commitment with God, because we show him that when we're thrown into difficult situations, we're not gonna stand up, we're not going to be okay, and that's not what he wants. In the Bible, it actually says, "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience." And that's in James 1 through 2 and 3. So all in all, commitments is so huge, And a lack of commitments can really alter our lives now, in the present, in the future. It can just make it not a very good thing. So having commitment is such a serious thing that we need to do. So I encourage you all to kind of take a look into your own relationships and see maybe if I'm lacking in something as far as a commitment, like I'm not maybe being so aware of my partner's feelings. How can I dive in deeper so that I can show them that I care about their feelings and that I do have that empathy to show towards them, because we know that God always has that empathy for us. We know that even in the times where we turn away from Him, even in the times that we don't want to listen to Him, we know that He has that empathy for us. He will never put us in a situation that we can't handle. So I encourage you guys to take a look into all of your relationships, especially the one with God, and really dig deep and find that commitments to Him, even in all of the trial and error.
Riches and righteousness. We had a great time. Epcot, let's go.
I'm kidding. We got really had a blast.
Water the whole time.
We did.
I had
It was great. The wine
Cola.
festival, the food festival. It was amazing, guys.
We did.
Stay tuned. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed our power of commitment
God
while she's
bless
just
you.
scratching her hair
No,
over
I'm
here.
fixing it.
God bless you all. God loves you, God sees you, and God knows you.
Bye, guys. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.